Arsenal were once again made to pay for wasting numerous opportunities in front of goal as Liverpool reached the fourth round of the FA Cup with a 2-0 win over the Gunners at the Emirates. Mikel Arteta's team were in the ascendancy for the majority of the third-round contest, but as has been the case in several games recently, the Gunners lacked a killer instinct in the final third and were deservedly punished. While Arsenal fired 18 shots without success, Liverpool took the lead against the run of play through a Yacoub Kiwior own goal before Luis Diaz put the icing on the cake with the last kick of the game. Let's go around the punditry world to hear what the experts are saying about Arsenal's toothless performance against Liverpool at the Emirates.
One of their heroes, Trent Alexander-Arnold, is with Kelly Son.
Trent, congratulations, you're into the next round. What a game. That feels like a big win for Liverpool.
Yeah, huge. Got a lot of players missing today. Lads on internationals, obviously. Verge missing from the squad as well, and a lot of injuries as well. So we came here with one objective, which is to win and get into the half in the next round, and we've done that. We dug deep, 2 late goals. We had chances, and I think we changed things around at half time internally, and we came out and played football, created our chances, and the changes that we did make and the change in system and where players were playing really made an impact for us.
What did the manager say at the break? Because as you've said, that tactical tweak and the whole way you applied yourselves in the second half made a real difference.
Oh, I think there was times in the first half we were a little bit naive. We got caught playing off on the back, and they've had their chances from our mistakes and our, maybe a sloppy pass here and there. They're a high pressing team, and they're bound to do that. So we stuck with the way that we want to play. We have an identity. We want to play football and use players' strengths. And with the front line that we had, obviously Harvey wanted to get him on the ball, and then we got Darwin and Lucho as well with speed, so playing the balls in behind and giving them what they wanted as well. So we mixed it up. Darwin went a little bit wider, and Cody went in the centre, and I think that really made a difference. We were able to use Darwin's speed one-on-one with their full-back, and we created a lot for us in the second half.
2 goals, none for you, but your ball in created the opener. You couldn't have hit that much better, could you?
No, them ones, I think, in Stringer, you just want to hit an area. You want to make it as difficult as possible, and that's the idea. That's your aim for is to make it as hard as possible for them to clear the ball, and knowing that a flick from one of our players, one of their players, could potentially go in, and we've hit the woodwork a couple of times as well in the game. So we had our chances, and near the end of the game, we put them away and won the game.
Well done today, Trent.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it leads us in nicely, really, to the opening goal of the game. Came from that Trent Alexander-Arnold free kick, and we know he can deliver, and he does it so frequently.
Well, he's been a game changer so often this season, well, so often in his career, but more so this season because he's so far higher up the pitch or more often. And set plays is another string to his bow. I mean, there's very few weaknesses. I can't think of something he can't do in terms of his crossing and his passing ability.
What should Arsenal do better defensively there, Martin?
Well, I'm just wondering about Gabriel. It just
seems to head it the other way.
Well, he just seems to sort of collapse, yeah. The keeper can't get to it. Ramsdale is late to move off. And Kiwior there, I feel he should do a whole lot better. Of course, he doesn't do it deliberately, Gary. It can happen.
I'm not sure it can be that critical of a ball whipped in with such pace.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I agree the quality's there, but there's always something you can do to improve that.
If the keeper stays on his line, he's got more chance, yeah.
Yeah, we saw a lot of brilliant stuff from Trent Alexander-Arnold as well, and sometimes, a couple of times where he can be exposed defensively, but the rewards probably are worth that.
I think that this side of Trent's game is up there with anyone in the Premier League in terms of midfielders, never mind fullback.
Yeah, exactly.
He is brilliant at seeing passes. He can hit long ones, short ones, curved ones. He's got all these different attributes. And defensively, I mean, look, he's in defensive area, even from these deep positions with his left foot. That's incredible, by the way.
Wonderful talent, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just think it's about finding the right balance, whether it's for Liverpool or England, to give him the best position to play in to make an impact on games, Mark.
Well, for England now, he gets picked as a midfielder.
Yeah.
He doesn't get picked as a defender.
I've said forever he's a midfield player. I've said it forever.
But he is a wonderful talent.
This is where he can be exposed.
Yeah, this is the weakness. There he gets set up, I mean, okay, Martinelli, excellent. And by the way, there's the man of the match again there, Canate coming across to deal with it. But yeah, and it happened again here as well.
Looks like he's limping there, let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's just, I think he just knocks it out. It puts it through his legs there.
Well, I've just got to say as well, let's give Klopp some credit. He's brought Bradley on to play at right back, so Trent can then be freed up to play this type of pass late in the game when you want to get out and give your team a breather. I think that would, that's a 2-0. But he's just got this wonderful bravery and technical ability and freedom.
It's something because people do look for weaknesses, particularly I would say in this country where you focus on weaknesses rather than people's strengths. Do we sometimes look for any kind of defensive mistake from Trent and then exaggerate it?
Well,
maybe a little bit.
We do, but I think it's time to take him out of there. Certainly from an international point of view. Play him in the midfield. That's where he wants to be. As a young kid, he played there. He's really a Gerrard, isn't he, now? You wouldn't have played a Gerrard at right back too often, but I think he's found himself at right back. The right back game has evolved now and it's different. But ultimately, I think he has to play in midfield.
Yeah, indeed. And you're not going to be exposed in terms defensively, really, in midfield.
Well, I think for England, especially not, because you've got one of the best holding midfield players in Europe alongside you in Declan Rice. You've got Kyle Walker normally, or Reece James, two of the best right backs in our division. So he's got people and Stones behind. But also he's got players ahead of him who he's going to be spending most of the time in an England shirt, hitting and feeding to win us a tournament.
Yeah, there's no better passer of a football certainly in the English game.
He's like a quarterback, isn't he? The way that he can deliver from that central position, and today he really shone for them.
Let's have a look at the winning goal that clinched it, really, the second goal, I should say. But a fabulous finish from Luis Diaz.
Well, this was the calmness of Jota that he brings. I mean, we talked about him before the game. He's going to play a big role in the next few weeks with Salah being away. And when Diaz gets this out of his feet, you talked earlier, Martin, didn't you, about the Arsenal players not doing that, not taking...
That first touch is vital. Yeah. And Diaz knows exactly what he wants to do with this when he gets it. I mean, Jota carries it to that area and he just, look, out of the feet, good first touch, and he's lifting it. Really good finish. Yeah. And that's what Arsenal couldn't do today.
I've said for a while now the difference in I know it's the FA Cup, but with the two squads, especially as to fight against Manchester City, I think Liverpool's firepower is better, more options.
Yeah, let's look at one of those players. And talking of firepower, it didn't quite happen for him today, and he's a bit hit and miss. But Nunez is always he's a handful, that's for sure.
Well, he doesn't stop getting in good areas and being an absolute pest to the opposition. He's relentless.
It suited him, didn't it, on the left in the end?
Well, he had more freedom down that side, and he had more impact on the game. I think he's got all the attributes you need to score more goals than he does.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But right now, he's very important for this Liverpool side, because what he does, Gary, as you well know, he gives you length in your game.
He runs behind.
I think tactically it was clever because Klopp puts him out there, doesn't it? And it created issues for Ben White. There he is there, hitting the bar. Or finishing, around the post there. That's where he has to improve. He needs to be cleaner with his feet. You know, he's not the best in front of goal at the moment.
No, but they may rue missing a lot of those opportunities because they really should have taken the lead early on, shouldn't they?
Well, I hope they don't do, Gary, but it only takes one, doesn't it? One chance. We just saw Liverpool hit the bar. But no, Arsenal really good, fantastic approach play, pressing really well, and lots of opportunities. And in front of goal, it's been prevalent before about missing chances, and we're missing them again today. So hopefully one will come their way and they'll put it away. But in the first half, no, not at the moment.
Yeah, it was pretty one-sided.
Liverpool have been disappointing. I think they've struggled with the intensity of Arsenal, the quality, everything about Arsenal's been sharp and at it. Some of the Liverpool players have struggled with that. I think Jurgen will be really disappointed. I think he'll probably make one or two changes. I would imagine we might see Gravenberch come in the middle of the park for some legs and some energy and tenacity. To be fair to McAllister, he hasn't played for over a month, and you can tell a little bit. So, they need to pick up and quick because they're looking to still be in the game.
Yeah, it started very early, didn't it, with a fantastic ball from Aaron Ramsdale to Nelson.
It would have been fantastic for him, wouldn't it? Because, we've been out of the side, we talked about him, and look about this. I mean, it's like Edison, isn't it? The way it's rapier-like ball that he plays. And Nelson, I think he takes that extra touch there isn't necessary for me. I think he could have lifted that over Alisson as he came out. But, I mean, look at this confidence. He's trying to target
too big a gap, though, Martin, isn't it, between
it is, but the pace he shows. Yeah. Trent there has left that space. But I just think he just takes too long. And it's really been the theme of the first half of not taking that opportunity, taking too long in front of goal, not being clinical enough.
The Arsenal press has been particularly useful for them. It's worked really well.
Well, they're always good at it, but it's considering they've made a couple of changes with Jorginho coming in and Reece Nelson as well. It's working really well, and Havertz leading that press. They're all at it. They've obviously talked about not letting Liverpool gain any confidence and dominance in the game. I mean, Declan Wright's been superb in the middle of the pitch as well. But this is early in the game. You could see the intent. And of course, when you win the ball back, have you got that quality? Have you got that bit of finesse in the final third to get you that goal you need? And Martin was right. They did keep taking their time. Maybe the odd touch, the final pass, Martin.
It's kind of like when you're pressing, you're aggressive, and you need to show that same aggressivity when you shoot. You know, you've got to really go for it. That was a kind of a nice shot from Havertz, who really hasn't really let go yet. I think he just takes a little bit too. But the pressing is absolutely fantastic, outstanding. The pros play been magnificent from us. This should be a goal. You know, we've got to get over that. And then again, look, it's another opportunity. But this was 4 opportunities all at once there, and a really good start from Arsenal.
We talked about Kai Havertz playing up front before the start of the game. Well, he's had his opportunities, but I mean, he doesn't look like a natural number 9, that's for sure.
It's tricky. They've played him in midfield, they've played him up front. I think he's actually linked well, and he's an intelligent player, but just short of confidence, really. And this is Declan Rice again, winning it, pinching it. They've done this part of the game. You can't let Liverpool play. But here, why is he not coming onto that and hitting it? It's all very pedestrian and a little bit slow. And if he changes gear and he just changes his approach slightly, look, I think he should be coming on that to hit it.
One touch, yeah. I mean, one touch, because you know these are good quality defenders. They're going to get back in and recover. But he is a threat in the air on set places as well. In fact, Arsenal have looked a threat on set plays. Could do better, but just put off a little bit by, I think it's Kwanzaa there, just getting enough on him to not give him the control. And then this is the last chance where they win it high. Brilliant from Reece Nelson. Not the best ball from Odegaard, but he takes his touch, Martin, isn't it?
Well, it's 2 touches. It's 2 touches and he takes it wide there. And he's got to be getting that out of his feet. And I think it's just a change of attitude from him. They need to get round him because Arsenal are creating the chances. Yeah. And certainly he definitely needs to be able to take them better than he is.
Probably the 2 most decisive shots came from defenders. The first one was Ben White for Arsenal.
Well, yeah, and probably the one we didn't expect, because we talked about the fullbacks contributing a bit more, didn't we, in the pre-match? And I think Alisson does well, considering when it does fall to Ben White, we can see in our screen now, he gets hold of it really nicely, and he just adjusts his feet there, Alisson.
Yeah, the speed of that shot, I think almost catches him out, but he gets, top goalkeeper that he is, he gets an arm, that right hand across.
Beautiful strike.
It almost feels like you have to hit an absolute perfect strike to beat Alisson at times. Yeah, he's that good. When you're on the edge or outside the box, I mean.
He's a wonderful goalkeeper,
he is,
isn't he? Then at the other end, Trent Alexander struck the crossbar.
Been Liverpool's best player.
Yeah.
He's passing, he's the one who
often is.
He is, yeah, but just beautiful with his passing, the composure. And this is the impact. This is the impact he has now in games more. Nearly every game you watch Liverpool play,
Ramsdale might got a finger to this or not?
I'm wondering, does he get a finger to this?
No, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
We'll see.
But I was just saying, nearly every game he plays now, Trent, he's impacting the game positively and productively.
This is the worry, though, for Arsenal, isn't it? That with Liverpool not really at their best, not really creating anything, just go down the other end and score a winning goal.
Let's hope so.
Well, the one thing that will encourage Liverpool is the half-time scoreline.
Absolutely. Well, we've all played in games. I mean, we talked about the final we played. Yeah. We should have been out of sight when we beat you in the final in 2001. Nobody cares in the FA Cup how well you play, Gary.
No. I'm not sure Martin agrees with you.
No, Klopp needed half-time more than Arteta, but Arteta just has to restore the belief, keep going, you're going to get that opportunity. When it comes, you've got to take it. Whether he does that from the bench, he can do it with Nketiah, of course, we'll see.
Imagine Arteta will be saying more of the same, but what will Klopp be saying to turn things around and change the way Liverpool...
I think he wants more from Núñez. I think he's been absolutely locked up completely.
Yeah, but if you're a striker and your team's on the defensive and you can't get out and you're being out-pressed, then it's difficult, isn't it?
I think the key is decision-making of when to play out and when not to, but if you do play out, protect the ball better. Yeah, you can't give the ball away that many times when you're a high-quality team like Liverpool. You've got to keep the ball better, and that's why I think we'll see...
We've not seen the heavy metal football from Liverpool, have we? We've not seen the energy. They're not getting around the pitch. I think he's in there beating that drum now, Klopp. Yeah.
I just wonder, like all teams, they've had a lot of games over a short period of time with a reduced squad, and that might be taking effect a little bit, possibly.
Do you know what, Gary?
Although some of the young players have not played that much.
I think it's more to do with the leaders they're missing. Yeah. Virgil van Dijk, that you can see what the difference he makes when he's there.
But Arsenal
With and without the ball, mind.
Arsenal haven't allowed them to play.
No.
The way they get in around them and press, that's what Arsenal need to do.
Yeah, they deserve credit.
The recent game against Fulham, they just sat back when they went in front. They've got to get after the ball. They've got to keep doing that. Stop them.